Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your mid-month love reading. Now, just to let you know what's going to be happening with the channel, it's all change. I used to do monthly readings, I'm now doing mid-month readings. I just think that they're more immediate, the energies are more immediate as well. You'll get 4 readings a month. The first 2 weeks, 1st to the 15th of the month, will be your Gypsy Tarot love spread, and also that's a love spread for the month for the first 2 weeks, and you'll also get your Celtic Cross, okay, general reading, all right, coming in 1st to the 15th. 16th to the end of the month, you've got the same readings coming in. We want to see what energies change, if the story continues, if there's any new love for some of you coming in, if your relationships are still stable, that type of thing. All right, so that's what's happening on the channel. Also for the Celtic Crosses, you're going to be seeing me back on screen. It's the way that I used to always do the readings. And for months now, I don't think I've been on screen. I've just been showing my hands. I don't like working that way. I like to input who I am into the readings, all right? This is how I work. So the Celtic Crosses, you'll see me. The Gypsy, you'll only see the cards. Okay, so that's what's happening around the readings, all right? So with that being said, I'm using the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck for your Gypsy Tarot, all right? So Universe Spirit, show me Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Show me Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Show me Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising signs for love in the first 2 weeks of September 2017. Show me Sagittarius. What's happening for Sagittarius? Show me what's happening for Sagittarius in terms of love. I need to see Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. This is for my general readings on YouTube. Okay? So show me Sagittarius in terms of love for a Gypsy Tarot spread. Show me. Show me Sagittarius and love. Show me Sagittarius and love. Show me Sagittarius and love in a Gypsy Tarot love spread for the 1st to the 15th of September 2017. Show me. Alright, we're going to split the deck into 3. Collect it back up like so. And we're going to start laying. Now the top layer is what the situation is about. Okay. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This is how you're reacting to it. So mentally and emotionally, what's going on in the present situation, your hopes, your expectations. This is the only area that you have no control over, really, in a way. This is what's coming in. This is the immediate future and the overall outcome. And all these areas here are how you're responding to whatever this situation is. And this is the reason in the bottom cards. Okay. There we go. What's the situation around your mental and emotional? Well, the 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups represents walking away from a situation. This is what it is. It's about leaving behind something. So the situation could be that somebody's walked away from you, or you're looking to walk away from a situation that is emotionally unbalanced, because really that's what the 8 of Cups is about. The 8 of Cups, you can see the cups are stacked unevenly. It's about emotional instability. Somebody's releasing something. The situation could also be something based on emotional detachment. So has somebody detached themselves from you, Sagittarius, emotionally, or are you detaching yourself from them emotionally? But what is your mental and emotional response around that situation? Well, the 3 of Wands, and the 3 of Wands for some of you guys is, as an emotional response to that situation, waiting, I would say, with the 3 of Wands. If the situation is somebody's emotionally disconnected from you with this Eight of Cups, it might be your emotional response is to wait, because you might have built up something in the situation here, and what you're waiting is for the rewards to come back. I feel mentally with the Three of Wands, this can sometimes still be about waiting. It has two different meanings. You're launching something new with the Three of Wands, or you're waiting. And I feel that for some of you guys, it is a case of waiting mentally and emotionally, because something you've invested in. But this is the situation, the Eight of Cups. Okay? For some of you guys, if this is you walking away as a situation, mentally and emotionally, you're ready to start launching something new because of that area. If somebody is emotionally detached something from you, it might still be that as a response to that mentally and emotionally, you're letting it go with the Three of Wands energy. But it can also be waiting. But we need to see what the reason is for this Three of Wands energy. Right, because of the Three of Swords. There's been some heartbreak going on here. Could be a third-party situation, for example, okay? But the Three of Swords shows heartbreak. So some of you guys are going through some heartbreak, Sagittarius, in the first 2 weeks of September. Three of Swords means severance. It means difficult communication. It also means starting to see the light as well. But in the reverse, you're healing. In the upright, it's very painful. So there's a disappointing situation happening here. Mentally and emotionally, you're the Three of Wands because of the Three of Swords. Some of you guys might be still waiting for something here mentally and emotionally, because the Three of Swords for me is stuck energy. It's when you're in pain. It's when you're really hurting about a situation. For some of you guys, mentally and emotionally, you'll say, fuck off. I'm launching something new because you hurt me with that Three of Swords energy. Let's have a look at what's going on around the present situation. What's the situation? Well, the situation is the Five of Swords. Sometimes the Five of Swords, Sagittarius, can be about somebody who's taking advantage. Five of Swords can also be where you sever ties with someone who's having it away with somebody else. So the Five of Swords says, be gone with you. So the situation is about severance and conflict, potentially, for some of you guys around a relationship. But how is it, what's manifesting around that relationship? What's this about? Well, there's a struggle here. So I feel that the situation is about some form of conflict with another individual with that Five of Swords, in which what's manifesting is there's a lot of pressure. You're struggling with something here, all right? And that's because it might be that there's been severance here, and as a result of that, what's manifesting around that severance is you guys are struggling with something here, it looks like, in the first 2 weeks of September. But what's the reason for that? Because of the Fool. For some of you guys, it might be because somebody's showing no interest. Fool cards show up when it shows somebody who lacks commitment. The way that I read the Fool card, sometimes this is a new opportunity for love. But then why would you be struggling if there was a new opportunity? No. I feel that there is a struggle here. It's saying that the situation's about severance or conflict. Somebody who's taking the piss, an advantage taker, possibly severing ties with someone. But what is it about that situation that you're experiencing in the present? Well, there's a struggle around that. All right? And that's because of the Fool energy. Interesting cards, because there's a Ten of Wands showing here. And even though tens represent that you're coming to the end of a stage, it also shows a huge struggle and burden. So around this severance, the situation being severance, I feel that what you guys are experiencing around this severance is that you're struggling. Why are you struggling? Because of the Fool. The problem is sometimes, and I think that the Fool represents a person here. And the Fool card, it could be because the relationship is fresh, for example, especially if, you know, you've got the situation being the Eight of Cups. Maybe somebody's emotionally disconnecting from you, in which what's going on around that, mentally and emotionally? Well, it's about waiting. Three of Wands. You're still looking to launch something here. Three of Swords. Stuck in a conundrum emotionally. Feeling hurt, feeling pain. Difficult reading so far in a way. The present situation shows, well, the situation is about severance, conflict in a relationship, but what is it about that conflict? Well, what you're experiencing is that there's a struggle, Ten of Wands. It could also be that the Ten of Wands shows somebody who's concealing themselves, they're hiding. So there's a situation here that is showing conflict. It could be showing that somebody's taking advantage. The limitation with that Three of Swords shows what the limitation is. So there's a limitation here, and the limitation is keeping two people apart. But what is it about that limiting situation that's happening? Well, Ten of Wands can be somebody's hiding. Ten of Wands often shows somebody who's hiding themselves, or they're struggling to come forward. Why is that? Is this person looking at a new opportunity, for example, with the Fool energy? Your hopes and desires around love. Well, the situation is about the Ace of Wands. So for some of you guys, the situation is about a spark. It's about a passion. Sometimes this is a new beginning, a new relationship could be the situation. But what are your hopes in terms of that? Well, your hopes are for the Emperor. What you want. I think the situation for some of you guys is that there was a new relationship. The Ace of Wands. And what your hopes are for stability with the Emperor, because the Emperor represents to build a stable foundation, a stable team within a relationship. So it might be that there was a new relationship, Ace of Wands, and what's around that? What are the hopes around that? Well, it's to build something of a stable force within a relationship, and it should either be a cup card or maybe a pentacle that shows here, that shows working towards something called love. What's the stability? Why are you hoping for stability here around this energy here, Sagittarius? Ah, no, death. It's because you're afraid of death. You're afraid of an ending. You're afraid that something's ended here, Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarians, sorry. Alright, some of you guys, it might be that you're hoping to stand strong because the Emperor means strength. Okay, so for some of you guys, it might be there was a new relationship, Ace of Wands. Aces are always new. New relationship, great passion in this relationship. As a result of that, what's going on around this new relationship in terms of your hopes? Building something stable because of death. Maybe there's been a change in the relationship. Maybe it's become unsteady. Maybe there's been an ending. For some of you guys, it might be your hopes are to stand strong with that Emperor. Stand in your strength. Stand in your inner wisdom. Why is that? Could be because there was a change or an ending to the relationship with the death energy showing here. What's going on in terms of your expectations? Well, the situation is the Hermit. Situation with the Hermit can be somebody withdrew from the situation, because Hermits often show as seekers or they withdraw. So for some of you guys, it might be a situation is that somebody withdrew with the Hermit energy. But what are you expecting around that situation? Well, I feel that the situation is, and the situation can also be that you're still seeking, because the Hermit shines its light in at the Ace of Wands, and wherever you get that Hermit saying shining its light in, this is where the focus is. So the situation around the Ace of Wands is that there was a new relationship, a new passion, great vitality within a relationship, and your hopes based on that energy here is to build something strong. Why is that? Because of death. It can be to stand in your own truth and your own strength, but it could also be, for me, with this Emperor card, building a strong, stable, secure relationship. But that's because there's been a change with the Death card, in which your expectations are, well, the situation could be that you're still seeking this, in which you're expecting this, the Page of Pentacles. And Page of Pentacles is often the card about looking at something responsibly, but also that there is still an attraction and a window of opportunity here. But what's the reason for that Page of Pentacles? Ah, Hanged Man. Alright, so could be that some of you guys are expecting that there is still a window of opportunity. Maybe there's just been some stagnation within the relationship. Maybe somebody's not calling you, they're not contacting you, that type of thing. But it could also be with the Page of Pentacles, situation being the Hermit, seeking. Situation can also be that somebody withdrew, in which what you're expecting is the Page of Pentacles. Now, Page of Pentacles, if this is about a message, Sagittarius, it'll be you're not expecting a message with that Page of Pentacles, because Page of Pentacles is a messenger. He doesn't deliver very often, if at all. Very reluctant to send any type of a message. Why is that? Has somebody been resistant with the Hanged Man? Have they been holding back? Have they put something on hold here? What you can't see coming in, Sagittarians, for love within the next 2 weeks of September, 1st to the 15th. Well, the situation is about a change coming in. Wheel of Fortune shows changes. It could be for the better. It might not. Let's see. What's coming in as a result of that? What's this situation around that coming in? Page of Swords. I've always read Page of Swords as being delayed information. It might be that the information coming in is not so good with that Page of Swords. Page of Swords for me is either there's disappointing news or there's delayed news. So what you can't see coming in is Page of Swords. It might not be so great news. We'll have a look at what that Page of Swords is based on. The Knight of Wands. Did somebody leave? Knight of Wands sees somebody leaving. Alright, we've got this Knight of Wands, this Page of Swords, the information card, which either says that there is delayed information or information. And I feel that if you're expecting not to have any information for the time being because of the Hanged Man, somebody's put something on hold. What you're not seeing coming in might be some depressing information with that Page of Swords. Bad news, Page of Swords. It could be based on the Knight of Wands. Somebody's left. Somebody's moved on. Knight of Wands often shows somebody leaving. What's happening in the immediate future concerning this situation for some of you guys? Well, the situation is about the Two of Pentacles. So there might be something that represents some form of instability coming in this relationship. But if you can't see, if you see here, what you can't see coming in is bad news. It might be, because the person's left, it might be that there's a change here because the situation represents instability with the Two of Pentacles. But what is it that's coming in around that? Magician, communication. So for me, this card now says, well, things might be a little bit different coming in because the Magician says there's communication coming in here. There's an act that's being performed with the Magician. When you get a Magician, somebody acts. And what they usually do is they usually speak or communicate with you. The Magician, it could be through text maybe with this Magician energy. But what's the reason for the Magician showing up here? Because of the Six of Swords. So it's still for me saying it could be that this person's had a change of heart with the Six of Swords, often represents that. Could also be that this person's travelling, they're moving on. It might be that something unstable. The situation represents instability. So it might be that you get bad news from this person. It could be that the bad news is this person's travelling maybe with the Knight of Swords. Wands. Could be that they've moved on. But the immediate future is saying that the situation is unstable. It's a situation that's showing as instability with the Two of Pentacles. Why is there instability? What's the situation? It's something to do with communication. Why is this communication with the Magician coming in? Because of the Six of Swords. Maybe this person's got some mental blockages. Six of Swords shows somebody who's trying to find clarity because the swords, the ideas that they hold, are blocking the clear vision. So it might be that the instability is about what this person's telling you. On the one hand, they're saying one thing, but it might be on the other hand, they're actually saying another. And it shows a confusing situation. The overall outcome for your love situation, Sagittarius, in the first 2 weeks of September shows Sun. Sun is something good. It's either clarity or there's something very positive. It's a very positive situation with the Sun. But what manifests? What's the reason for that with the Sun energy? This person's offering you out again, the Page of Cups. They're showing you interest. They're expressing love with this Page of Cups energy. What's the reason for that? Because of the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is difficult as a card because the King of Pentacles can mean two things. It can either mean for shallow reasons, i.e. sex, enjoyment, earthly passion, or it can mean that this person feels stable with you. They want to settle down. They see you as their future. It's one of the two why this person's coming back. This person, I feel, is putting you through the ringer, Sagittarius. I feel this person's putting you through the ringer in the first 2 weeks of September, but it does show that they're coming back with that Page of Cups. They're going to say something and it'll be nice, but it's based on the King of Pentacles energy. All right? I'm not going to attribute any astrological signs to this individual, but I do feel that somebody's putting you through the ringer. What you can't see coming in is bad news. Could be that they're travelling maybe here. But it could also be because they say, well, I need space. Knight of Wands, he's very fleeting. Don't like knights in love readings, really. They piss me off. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords can be so fleeting, so devil-may-care. It seems here to me with the Magician, this is why it's showing the relationship is unstable here, because that instability is shown through the communication that the person gives to you. But the communication might be that they've had a change of heart with that Six of Swords, or they need space, they need to sort their heads out maybe with that Six of Swords. The overall outcome is, well, for you guys the situation's good, the Sun. But what is it around that situation being good? The Page of Cups. They're offering you out. They're whispering sweet nothings. They're sending you nice texts. What is that based on? Is it based on their own earthly pleasures that they want to get? Do they want sex, for example? Or with the King of Pentacles, do they actually want to settle down? I think you guys, Sagittarians, are being put through the ringer on a situation with an individual here. And I feel that they're fucking your head up a little bit here. I really do feel that for some of you guys, somebody's fucking your head up. They're playing with you. 1 minute they don't want something, 1 minute they want something. Be very careful. What we're going to do, we're going to get some angel answers. We're going to get a couple of advice cards. Just be careful. For some of you guys, it will end well, but how long is it going to end well for if this person keeps fucking you over? Let's have a look at what the romance angels are saying. Romance angels, what is the advice that you have for Sagittarius and love? What is the advice that you have for Sagittarius and love? What is the advice that you have for Sagittarius and love in the first 2 weeks of September? Show me. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So it doesn't tell us much. I think that this is already new love for some of you. I don't think the relationship probably has lasted very long. If it has lasted a long time, 2 years or more, then you've been putting up for shit for 2 years or more. If it's a new relationship, say the last 6 months, 7 months, 8 months maybe, somebody's fucking you about. This person stirred your emotions. All right? What are the intentions of this person? What are the intentions of this person in one card? What are this person's true intentions? Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. I don't know what that means. Okay, the angels have been giving me different responses all day to the readings. All right? So I don't know whether to take that or not. But all I know and all I feel from what I'm seeing the pattern of the cards telling me is somebody's fucking you guys over. And I think it needs to stop. So you need to either put down your foot to this person and do this, get to know each other, and so the bond can deepen, or fuck them off. Okay, because this person stirred your emotions, and it's saying that maybe if you get to know each other, the bond will deepen. But, you know, you can't, you know, draw a horse to water and make it drink, something like that. You know, you can't change someone if they're unchangeable. Changeable, because the Two of Pentacles represents transfer. So the situation here in the immediate future is about changeability with the Two of Pentacles. It's about somebody's transferring. They're weighing things up. So it might be this person's weighing things up. What are they weighing up? Communication. Why are they weighing up communicating again with you? Possibly they've changed their mind, or they're saying, you know, I've got some shit I'm going through. I need to sort it out. Need a bit of space. They seem to come back here. But it's either for sex with the King of Pentacles, earthly pleasure, i.e., yep, sex. Or it'll be with the King of Pentacles because they want to settle down. You've got to be careful of these energies. They want to become more serious about the relationship. He can mean two things, really. Let's have a look at what the angel answers say. What is the advice that you have for Sagittarians? Angels through the angel answers. What advice do you have through these cards for Sagittarius and love? Show me. Yeah, there you go. Be assertive, as I said. Alright, you need to be assertive, Sagittarius. If somebody's fucking your head up, and 1 minute they're doing one thing, and the next minute they're doing another, I'm telling you, you can't put up with it, Sagittarius. There's no way. Love needs to be balanced. That's what it is. It's about being balanced. And as far as I'm concerned, when you've got a relationship with someone, no matter what that person's going through, if they're serious about you, then they're serious about sharing shit with you. If they're not serious about you, unless they're going through some terrible, terrible depression, which can happen, fair enough. But sometimes people screw with other people's emotions because they can. And really this be assertive card is saying be assertive. If you feel that somebody's fucking you over, if you feel that somebody's taking advantage, Five of Swords, you've got to say. You've got to say. I feel the Five of Swords here is somebody who's taking advantage. What is it about the advantage taker? They're struggling to tell you shit. Ten of Wands often shows up when somebody's struggling to come true. They're struggling to come out with something. They're concealing themselves. Why is that? The Fool, are they off looking at other opportunities? Do they not really care? Some of you guys might be dealing with a plain old narcissist. Narcissists are usually responsible for this type of behaviour. Be very careful, Sagittarians, okay? Be assertive. Be assertive. If Sagittarians are assertive, what can they expect to get? Why do they need to be assertive? Why does Sagittarius need to be assertive? Show me. Because you need to take action. Be assertive and take action. You've seen it here. These are very nice, new love. Somebody stirs your emotions and you need to get to know this person as a bond deepens. And that's great from the romance angels. It's lovely. But if that person's sincere, then that's fine. If that person's not sincere, you need to be assertive and take action because it's your mind and your heart that they're fucking with. Sorry for the swearing, Sagittarius, but it really gets my goat. A lot of clients are coming to me for this bullshit. A lot of clients are coming to me now. A lot of my personal clients have got these issues. with people who are fucking with them, and they're fucking with their emotions, and they don't give a shit, and people are getting hurt. So take my advice on this, okay? If you've got somebody around you who's playing the field, and 1 minute they're all lovey-dovey, and the next minute they're fucking off and not answering their phone and not texting you and not responding to your texts, trust me, you need to take action. You need to be assertive, because if you're a lame duck with this type of individual, Sagittarius, they will carry on doing it. And you know why they'll carry on doing it? Because they don't value you as a person. Because somebody who values you will always answer a text, and they'll always respond, and they won't fuck about with your feelings. So take action. I'm more in line with this. Be assertive and take action. Fair enough if you've got a partner, they're going through shit, they're being funny, but you know deep down that this person's a good individual. Do this. They've stirred your emotion. Be supportive. Deepen the bond. Get to know this person even more. However, if you know that you're dealing with a plain old narcissist, Sagittarius, fuck this person off. Be assertive. What is it that you want? If you don't want the relationship, fuck off. Alright? Take your control and your power back, Sagittarius, because nobody's got the right to make anybody feel like this. I'm so sorry I get angry, but being a tarot reader, you're not just a tarot reader. Your clients mean everything to you, and you want to do the best by the client. And when my clients come to me, and the amount, it's in the bucket loads that I get this these days. People who are dealing with plain old narcissists, people that don't give a shit about anybody else's feelings, who think they can do this, and it really makes me angry. It really does. And your situation has just come up with what I'm dealing with so many of my clients, and I'm tired of it. Be assertive and take action. Value yourself, Sagittarius. If somebody's fucking around on you and they're not there for you, and they're spinning you a line, and 1 minute they don't answer text, and the next minute, oh, sorry, I didn't answer, blah, 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 because of this, that, and the other bullshit. They could have answered the text. Take it from me. Be assertive and take action. Because there is somebody out there that will love you, but if this person's a narcissist and they only have love for themselves, you don't want any part of it. Love should be balanced, not one-sided. That's your love reading for the first 2 weeks in September. I'm sorry that the lighting's a bit dark. It's going dark outside. I've got loads more personal readings to get on with. It's going to be dark by the time I get them done. But I needed to get some of this YouTube stuff done before carrying on with some of the personals. But yeah, love you guys loads, and I'll see you on your Celtic Cross. Take care.